My Brandon Wood specials.
No, those are excellent.
What you want?
Okay, so Mr. Jerry's truck. The end of day 2, trip 2 for him here. So last time we wired this truck, I wired this truck along with Brandon helping me in a week. So we had 54 man hours in it total, and that's not long enough to do one of these trucks. So the original intention was to reuse the fire punk engine harness that he had here, add a couple sensors, and along the way we just come up with some things to do while we were in here and just got carried away, and we ended up with more work on our plate than we could do in a week. So it all worked out. There was some issues with a turbo, issues with a boost leak, and some other stuff that it didn't get to perform on the dyno last time it was here. So Jerry took it home, reinstalled some nitrous stuff, reinstalled a different turbo cover, fixed a boost leak, fixed some other things. So it had to come back anyways so we could wrap that stuff up. So we did some simple things. For instance, this simple wire here, it wasn't covered in any sort of protective material. This is Ray Chem, I think it's called DR25. And so we just, all the wires under the hood, we went ahead and Ray Chem'd and sealed them all up. He did not have a crankcase pressure sensor installed, so we had nothing to wire to. So that's installed now, Ray Chem'd and cleaned and all that stuff. Oil pressure sensor, fuel pressure sensor provisions is down there. So as soon as he gets a sensor, he can plug it in. It's all scaled and ready to go. All of the nitrous stuff is squared away. So he replaced his whole solenoid block. This is our plumbing, so we did this and this right here. He only had 2 nitrous solenoids before, or maybe he might have had 3, but either way, it's all set up super nice now. Everything's function tested. Everything is shrunk down. Basically, all the work yesterday that I did was all under the hood here, and today was under the truck. So we hooked up the output shaft speed sensor on the transmission. The prior way the truck was set up, it didn't have an output shaft speed sensor, so we actually had to go get one from O'Reilly's and a pigtail and all that stuff. So also wired up a Rife transmission temperature sensor. It had an unknown brand of sensor before that we didn't know the scaling on. It was for, I don't know, some sort of cheap gauges or something. Either way, it had to have a quality sensor. So it's got a nice Rife liquid temp sensor in the transmission now. That's all wired up and looks real nice. So and then we spent the afternoon here on the dyno. So a lot of people think dyno is to just see how much horsepower something makes, but I was on the dyno about 5 hours, 4 hours this afternoon, and I would say 3 hours of it was spent making sure that the output shaft speed stuff is scaled correctly, making sure that it spools correctly, making sure that rail pressure control is good. Basically, before you can make a whole bunch of horsepower, you have to validate that it works correctly. So that's what we did on the dyno, and then we got a little carried away. We didn't get carried away. We had some fun. We made 970 or something on the first pull, just screwing around, kind of letting it stretch its legs and all that stuff. And we ended up at 1365 with the single 062 spool jet right here. Got it spooling really fast, got everything all dialed in, and we're at the point now where there's no point in turning on other solenoids or seeing how much power the truck will make. So the truck he races this is a race truck, it's not a dyno queen. So at this point in time, we both decided that it's time to go to the racetrack, and that's what he's gonna do. So he lives real close to South Georgia Motorsports Park down there in Valdosta. So as soon as they're open for test and tune, he'll head over and get some laps under it, and hopefully he can kick some ass in the Outlaw Diesel Super Series 590 class this year. So back when I was involved in the truck before, it did really, really good. Got him a couple of trophies and all that stuff, and we'll save that story for another day, but looking forward to having Jerry back. So this thing's, I got a ton of effort into it, ton of work, he's got a ton of work and effort into it as well. And I think it's going to turn out really, really nice come race day. That was 1365 and 1925 torque. Nice and crispy.